Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Integrate All Systems in One with Pipefy Custom Integrations webinar. Cami, if you can go to the next slide, please, so we can already start our presentation. So first of all, I would like to thank all of you for being here with us, for joining us today. I'm Marina Mazeto. I am part of the customer success team here at Pipefy. And I have today with me Camila Costa, that is also part of our customer success team. We also have Mozart, that it's part of our integrations and also mobile app team. They will also have the chance to present themselves later. And Felipe Sibin, that it's part of our expansion squad. So he's an account growth manager here at Pipefy. If you want to introduce yourselves, feel free, team.
Thank you, Marina. So I'm Camila. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And I'm going to help answer questions. So at the end, we have a session of questions, but you can also send us questions and I'm going to help you to solve it.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm Moser Morales. I'm product manager here at Pipefy, and I will speak a little bit about our custom integrations platform, everything we are able to do. We will have an interaction, will be really, really nice. And if you have any questions, we have a Q&A session. You can ask everything you would like to know about custom integrations. Thanks.
Hi everyone, this is Felipe Sibin. It's a pleasure to be here speaking with you all. I've been working here at Pipefy for 5 years and now I represent the expansion squad here. So I'll be elaborating on Mozart's presentation to guide you throughout all of the content we are going to share.
Great. So before we start, just a few things. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please send us on the Q&A that we have here, the Q&A button, so we can answer them while we are showing you the live demonstration that Mozart is going to show you, or during our Q&A at the end of the presentation. If you have any problems with our audio, please let us know. And also we will share with all of you the recording of the webinar. So in case you're arriving a little bit later or you have to leave earlier, we will send and share it with you so you can check it after as well, okay? And share with your team too. So going through our agenda, we're going to talk a little bit about what are our customer integrations. We're going to have this live demonstration with Mozart of the integrations working. Talk a little bit about the benefits of our custom integrations. How you can get your integration, so how you can get your proposal regarding the specific integration that you need for your company. And also the Q&A session at the end, okay? So, Mozart, feel free to.
Yeah, sure. I think it's better if I share my screen, just because we have an interactive part, so it would be better. Yeah, thanks, Marina.
Sure.
So let's go. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So first, what is custom integrations, right? We have basically 4 ways to integrate with Pipefy. The first one is our public API. So you can access our documentation. You can try to understand by yourself. You can try to develop that and integrate with any software that you need. It's totally free to use. But sometimes you say, oh, it's really hard to integrate with, let's say, HubSpot. Pipefy, can you help me with this integration? Our support team, of course, will help you with all the questions regarding through our API, but it will be really hard to explain details about, for example, HubSpot API. So if you choose to integrate by yourself, it's quite of you need to understand, you need to have developers in your team or something like that, okay? When we take a look at native integrations, is what you see in your right side bar in the Pipefy. You can see apps, and there you will be able to find, for example, our new feature called dashboards, but also we have calendar, we have Slack, we have other integrations there. So they are native integrations, and also our support team will be able to help you to configure all of those integrations. The third way is to use an iPaaS solution. iPaaS is integration platform as a service, such as Zapier, Integromat, DGB, and other players all around the world, like Tray.io, Delbumi, and others. So you can do a contract with them. After you receive a login and password, you will enter in their environmental and you see Pipefy connector there. So you will be able to connect Pipefy through their platforms. But you will need to pay something extra today. And the support, you need to count on Zapier support and all the iPaaS supports. Pipefy will not fix any issue that you have with Zapier platform, for example. And our new release is Pipefy Custom Integrations. Basically, Pipefy, we will build all the integrations for you. The only requisite that is necessary is the software that you are trying to integrate have a public API. If they have a public API and Pipefy could access that, we'll be able to integrate with our system. My team, the custom integration team, will be able to build this integration for you, and it's really, really simple. You don't need to have developers in your team or anything like that. Okay. Now let's talk about our timeline until today. So we released our custom integration in 2 of August of this year, and maybe 2 or 3 weeks after we released that, more than 570 customers asked for custom integrations. And the most popular softwares were Salesforce, Oracle, DocuSign to signatures, Slack, WhatsApp, text messages through SMS, and other social media like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And also all the G Suite platforms, so Gmail, Google Drive, Forms, and Google Sheets as well. Okay. If you identify some softwares that you'd like to integrate, like those, just letting you know that most of our customers ask for it as well. So we already integrate with all of them. It will be really easy to replicate that for your business as well. And now I will talk about a few benefits of using custom integrations. So first, let's think about your financial team. So every company have a financial team that will use some specific softwares, such as NetSuite, SAP, Oracle, and others. And also we'll have a payroll for all the employees using some ADP or other platform as well. And the entire company will use some collaboration platform, such as Slack or Google Teams, Microsoft Teams, Google Drive, OneDrive, and other softwares as well. And sometimes it would be really, really nice to have an OCR or other softwares like e-signature, and it's really hard to connect all of them. With custom integrations, we can use Pipefy as an orchestrator platform that will connect with all of the softwares, and your employees or everyone inside the company will be focused on just to see Pipefy, and all the other connections will be set up by our custom integrations team. Okay. And another point is the entire company will be able to communicate and interact with all the other teams, and Pipefy will be the place to see everything. So we'll be able to see the history of all the interactions, and all the other softwares will be connected, and your team don't need to worry about it. They don't need to spend a lot of hours trying to understand the API and connecting all of those softwares together. We will do that for you. Okay. And the more one really, really nice feature that we released a few weeks ago is our dashboards. So right now you can enter in Pipefy, go to dashboards, and see if everything is okay. So let's say you have a dashboard that will show you how many cards are in one phase. So if you enter, and the first thing you do will be entering your dashboards, and you see like just one card, is something that you need to worry about it. So you go to the pipe, you talk to other employees, and you try to fix that really fast. But if you enter there and you see that everything is okay, you can just move to another task that you have, and everything will be okay. So the idea here is to use dashboards to give you the best notifications or best um, resume what you have in your entire org, in your entire pipe. And right now, what we will do is a demonstration, is a live demonstration. We will cover a lot of softwares that we mentioned before, but don't think just in this example. We will focus on some financial analysis and some loan regarding to money loan. But if you see some software or if you see some uh, example that we have, just trying to thinking your most important pain or most important thing that you would like to solve, and you'll be able to organize and build a really nice solution for you. So first we will have a request. After we will do an analysis with that, and after we will select a best option to this request, and we will close the deal. Okay? To do that, I will ask you to have your cell phones, or Marina or Camila could send this link in our chat here. But if you could, you can scan using your cell phone, and you see this web page here. So Pipe Bank, we have two options: cash loan web. You will see a public form here. You could fill this public form. Just regarding to the attachments, don't worry. I will attach our example here because we'll collect some personal information here. So don't worry to attach any image here. I will handle with that. But you can input your name or uh, any information here. After, you will just insert your loan amount, your best email. You will receive the request track. So you can see the card. You can see all the information regarding to the card after you receive this email. Or also you can use the cash loan WhatsApp. I know in the States, WhatsApp is not very popular, but here in Brazil is the most channel that we use for everything. So we built a chatbot here. If you click here, you will see our US number is a number that we bought directly to WhatsApp. So we have access to the WhatsApp API, and you will interact with our chatbot. After you interact with the chatbot, the card will be created, and you will do a lot of analysis inside the card, okay? So right now, I guess everyone already scanned our QR code or also clicked in the link that Marina or Camila shared with you. So I will move forward to the website. So if you click here, or if you scan the QR code, you will see this first page, cash loan. If you fill this form, you will submit that to us. And after you receive a magic link in your email that you provide here. And also, if you go to Cash Loan WhatsApp, you also could click here and interact with our chatbot. Okay, just moving to our pipe. So we received a lot of cards here. What will happen? For example, Philip Sibin and other people here. Let's say Yuri. We will add one file, the driver's license here in Brazil. It's just one sample, so it's not a real one, it's a fake one. But just to show you what is possible to do with the OCR that we have. So we scan the ID. After we have the address, after we scan both information, we can just drag Yuri to analysis. So Yuri asked for $10,000. We received the, the drive license and also the address. So we wait a few minutes to scan all those documents. And after we scan it, we will fill all the informations regarding to the ID, the CPF, which is a document here in Brazil, the address, and the zip code as well. And also we will do a background check. So we will see and we will give a score for Yuri. This score will be between 0 to 1. And here we are checking all the informations in Brazil, governmental, and we are checking if the ID is okay, if they don't have any problems with the police or any other organ here in Brazil. And also we have one score that's called Serasa score that will represent between 0 to 1,000 and will show if you are a good person to pay what you are asking for. So after we analyze all of those informations, we can move Yuri to contract. So right now, Yuri will receive one SMS with informations regarding the contract. And also we will build this contract with all the informations that Yuri filled here. And after, Yuri will have the possibility to sign this contract. After Yuri sign that, we will move automatically to contract signed. And that's it. The entire process will happen. So as we can see here, Yuri already signed the contract. So if we move here and see the email, you will receive an information regarding to DocuSign, which is the platform that we are using. And we can see here the signature. So all the informations will be here, the total amount they asked for it, and the signature that they did. So if we look at the beginning to the end of the process, we started with a website. We can embedded our public form, or also we can use a chatbot to collect informations and create a card. After that, we will give all the informations and possibilities to give people a good answer regarding to I will approve that or not. So I can analyze the total amount that they ask for it. I can check all the informations automatically. I can see the data score and also the Serasa score and say, okay, I will approve that. After I approve that, I can move automatically to contract. They will receive a contract in DocuSign or other platforms of online signature. And after they sign that, we will receive notifications informing that the contract is signed. So this is the entire process, starting in a public form or a website, passing to notifications using text message like SMS or other channels. We can send notifications as well to Slack or other softwares. And here we use it, WhatsApp to collect this insight as well. We can pass to online signatures, as we mentioned in DocSign. And in the end, we also could notify everyone and say, hey, everything is okay. Now your contract is signed. And the best thing is when we check dashboards, we will see all those informations here. So we can see the total amount that customers ask for it. So this will do a sum automatically to us. So this will sum all the cards values regarding to loan amount. Also, you will see here a list of all the amounts that they ask for it. And if you click, we will see all the cards that ask for 10 gram. And also we can see the phase count. So how many cards are in new request, how many cards are in contract signed and analysis, contract and done as well. And we can create as much as we want. So we can keep using more dashboards here just to help us to understand what's happened in our pipe as well. Okay. Uh, I guess for the demonstration was that. I'm not sure if someone have some problems to scan or to create a card, but now we can move forward to our pricing. So Sibing, I will stop sharing here. If you could share your screen, it would be awesome.
Sure. What I'm also doing is sharing with you here. We made a quick research, just asking you if you have any platform that you can think of that comes to your mind that you would like to integrate Pipefy with. And also, in case you do have that in mind, do you already know how much time your team is wasting, for example, bringing back and forth information or having to manually input data in any software that it's not Pipefy or from another software to Pipefy. So what I think it's really important to mention here is that we presented one use case, but you can think of any use case in your company. So it can be a reimbursement process, it can be a hiring process, it can be an integration, for example, with LinkedIn, so you can get the candidates to Pipefy. You can think of anything that you're using Pipefy for, and how you have interactions between Pipefy and your current other softwares, so we can also work on this kind of integrations. Okay. So Felipe, you can feel free to talk a little bit more about the pricing and everything.
Sure, that's great. So just wrapping up the benefits and the advantages from this model. So as Mozart demonstrated and explaining, the main advantage here within this business model is that you will not need to have an internal resource to help you creating those integration, especially a resource that everyone knows that the cost per hour is extremely high. So the idea here within Pipefy is having our team helping you creating all of those integrations, and besides helping you creating, helping you supporting throughout your journey within Pipefy. Okay. And besides this, one of the things and totally related with our pricing structure is that Pipefy will not charge you per softwares that you like to integrate. That's a huge opportunity because you'll pay for the volume that you use, and you'll be able to integrate with as many softwares as you want. So if you could please move the slide forward, just for me to elaborate more on it. So as I've mentioned, our pricing model here for the integration product is per volume. Okay, so it starts at $37 per month, which will give you 500 tasks per month, and it can go to a model where you have 80K tasks per month, for instance. Okay, so the idea in here is having this flexibility in order for you to start extracting value from our solution. And at the end of the day, the main benefit that this model is going to offer you is time saved. So once you do the basic math, the internal math to calculate what are the implications from this time that I've been wasting, then you can define either this model makes sense or not. Okay. So, okay, Felipe, but how do I know what's the best plan for me to start? What's the best volume and so on? No worries in regards to that. Pipefy's team is going to help you with that. Okay. So how to get your integration? So besides giving you a specific diagnosis on which plan could be the best fit for you, our team is totally available to help you validating a specific use case or a specific integration. Okay. So for the next steps, what will you need to do in order for us to help you with that? So there's a documentation where we like to know more about the softwares that you like to integrate with Pipefy. What are the triggers and actions, the public API. So it's pretty simple for you to describe more your scenario. Okay. With those information, our team will be able to create an ad hoc solution for you for us to start discussing about the best scenario for you. Okay. And in order for you to submit that, it's very easy. Just point your camera into the QR code right here. You'll be redirected to a Pipefy public form where you can fill out with all of your information. So what's the company that you work for? What's your company ID, contact name, and so on. And in the last question of the form, you can see that there is this integration method where you can just click in the template. In your case, going to be the English one, where you can see that document that I've just mentioned. Okay, it's very simple. The idea in here is being very consultative with each scenario that we receive, and at the end of the day, we like to help you validating if this model makes sense for you.
Great. So I see that Jessica has her hand raised here. I just allowed you to talk, Jessica. So in case you want to mute yourself. Okay, maybe that was just raising her hand as a mistake, no problems. But in case any of you have any questions or would like to know more about any specific use case, the use case, for example, of using OCR to read documentations. So you can, for example, if you have something, some pattern of documentation that you have in your company, any kind of contract, any kind of documents from your clients or from your internal team, and you would like to use OCR, for example, to bring information, you can use it as you want to. So you can, for example, have this personalized way of using OCR. So you can bring any information from your pattern of documentation to Pipefy as well. We can build it for you. We know that you don't use, usually in US, WhatsApp, but you can also use SMS, for example. You can use other ways of chatting with your clients or internal clients if that's the case. So in case any of you have any questions regarding the custom integrations, or I saw that in the poll that we released, some of you already said that you have a few integrations in your mind. So you can just send us on the link that we sent you here. We will also share with you this link on your email. So in case you remember anything after our webinar, you will also be able to send us that information. We will check the viability. We will see if it's possible to integrate Pipefy with the system that you want to. And we're going to call you and talk to you specifically about your use case, okay? So basically, that's it for today. We will share the recording with you after that, and also the link for you to request more information regarding the custom integrations. And also, you can always talk to your customer success manager, and they will be able to assist you with anything that you might need regarding custom integrations or the dashboards that Mozart always showed you. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope to talk to you, all of you soon regarding the custom integrations for your company.